dun, dun, dun. That little ending. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Business Plugs Mixer. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the Business Plug. And each Sunday at 7-ish, and I say 7-ish because, honey, me and technology, we have our own thing going on. But tonight it did start. Everything is on deck, and you're going to love my guests. Each week I bring you marvelous, amazing people from around the world who will bring you business topics, business conversation for business owners. And so they're business owners and they'll tell you about what they do and how they do. And you can even go ahead and connect with them because their information is wherever you're watching this or listening to it. So go ahead and go ahead and like the wherever you're watching this, and then click on the bell if you would like to get the notifications, or turn the notifications on if you would like to get notifications on when we're on. Sometimes we do special occasions, special editions through the week, but most times we're here on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And so we welcome your comments. We welcome you to come in, have a seat. She says she has her coffee, so if you want to get you a cup of coffee and come join us, you'll be in good company. Before I bring Jordan on, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about the contracts. So if you have contracts that you're trying to get, then go ahead and reach out to me wherever you see the link in the description. Also, if you are wanting to be on the Business Plugs Mixer, then come on and be on the Business Plugs Mixer. That link is there again. If you are wanting to contact Jordan again, go to where their page is, wherever you're watching this. The link is there. Make an appointment, schedule an appointment, have a conversation, and find out how you can be served. She is excellent at what she does. You're going to love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so we are here having a conversation, and hope you tune in. Go get you something to drink. Come on back and let's get this conversation started. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome to my stage Jordan Scruggs. So here she is. And I keep saying the wrong thing, but she knows my heart. Thank God we've known each other for a long time. I keep trying, Jordan. I keep trying, but I am old and forgetful. So
and I love you for trying.
I do try. I really do try. I want to try. I want to learn to be different. I want to learn to think different. So welcome to the stage. Tell them, who is Jordan Scruggs?
Oh boy, Jordan Scruggs. Well, I am a Black Chattanooga native. I've lived here my entire life. I absolutely love it. I'm a communicator, a friend, a caregiver for tiny nuggets, and a designer, an artist, a writer, you call it. I kind of try to do the jack of all trades, but not really.
Well, I know you're good at what you do because I've seen you work.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're amazing at what you do.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually, so Linda's trying to say, hey, Jordan, let's talk consulting, because that is what I do. Yeah. I'm basically kind of like the communications person or the graphic design persons you need for your team. I do everything from brand development, and that can look like, hey, what can I do with this brand? Because all I have is a logo. And I try to remember to tell people, when you're coming up with your business, or you have your business, I dealing and spitballing things as an entrepreneur. Your business is more than a logo. Like, your brand is more than a logo.
Absolutely.
When you think of McDonald's, you don't just think of the golden arches. You think of things. You think of the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, or you think of the broken ice cream machine, which is just. I try to explain how that works with my clients, because you can't go to your bank like the way you go to McDonald's either. You can't go to your bank and ask them to do this, supersize that, add a little bit this, change the interest on this. No, it's a very different business. So I help people tone their messaging and finding their voice with their branding. And then I try to also help them with social media management, or even promotional material or further things. So I try to connect the design to the voice, and that's what Let's Talk Consulting is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We love it. We love it. We love it. So Let's Talk Consulting. Welcome, Seneca. Thank you for joining us. So we welcome any comments, any things you have, then go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll put them over here. How did you start? Like, why this? Why a lot of people in my audience are all about the startup journeys, all about because I find everybody has a story, right? And so, what is the story that connected you to this?
Well, it's so interesting. I was at the time, I was an intern for the city of Chattanooga. I had James McKissick over at Artsville,
Oh yeah,
and
Jay.
I was his intern, and he asked me to do some marketing for some events that differ. It was like a co-op event that they were talking either about affordable housing and like aspects in this, or even when it was coming to how to find out something for your business. We're going to do like neighborhood marketing. Can you make a flyer for that? And I was like, I don't I don't know what you mean by that. He's like, I know you'll figure it out. And I did. And
I
so
love it.
from there, he asked me to survey the minority businesses, like, and I just continued that semester or that couple of semesters to working with the community, as well as doing the marketing for the events
I love it.
that we were working with out of the Office of Multicultural Affairs, or formerly known as Office of Multicultural Affairs. Um, and I was given the task of going around and like asking our minority business owners, like, hey, what's your marketing budget? Do you know anything about marketing on social media or anything like that? And what I found was there was a gap between what people had and what was available. And of course, the big all, as you know, Linda, money talks, and money's a big reason a lot of stuff is happening when it comes to marketing.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them either didn't have a presence on social media, or they were campaigning or saving for like a budget. I had somebody that said they were serving to shoot a commercial, like a physical commercial. And I was like, do you have a Facebook page? And they said, I have a profile, but I only use it to look at pictures of my grandchildren and connect with classmates, which is fair because that's what the Facebook was made for. And so from there, I wound up teaching three classes that were free for people to attend, that was partnered with the city, on just setting up free social media sites for their businesses and nonprofit organizations. I think I got about 50. And once I realized that was like, it's always been like a good thing for me to figure out something that I can do that helps the community that I'm living in. And
Yeah,
I was like, let's do it. And so it went from those three classes to me partnering with nonprofit organizations like the Chattery to teach classes about branding, brand development, Canva Pro, those type of classes. I probably will be having some coming up within the next year as well.
that's great.
So if you are local to Chattanooga, come on down, support the Chattery, because I'm always happy to be partnering with them with my business, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know, and I'm there to help.
Absolutely, Shawana and Jennifer have walked this trip together. I think Jennifer and I started around the same time, so I'm very familiar with the good works that they are doing there at Chattery.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now you are, and I attended a couple of your sessions of social media sessions, if I remember right.
Yes.
I know I attended one in Alton Park, and I want to say
Yes.
I attended another one too. But I love that it was down to earth because we had people that was there. There was an ice cream maker, and there was all kind of people that were doing all kind of things. And you were showing them, and we actually did our first Instagram page in
Yes.
that class. I
Yes.
remember that. Yeah. And so you bring it home to people who may or may not have any experience with
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah, and that because I, as I have a lot of leeway with people who say they don't understand how to do marketing on social media, or they don't know how to set this up, and I'm like, social media is not that old. It is not, it's not that old, and from where it started to where it is now is vastly different.
It is.
Because no one even has a MySpace page anymore. No one has like any of these other outdated ways that we use to communicate and do marketing and stuff like that. And like we've changed things from like streaming services are not that old either. So
Right.
we're used to saving for TV commercials. We're used to like radio ads. Like Spotify is relatively new.
Mhm.
People like I was in high school when the first iPhone happened. I was not even a freshman. Like I was like a junior or a sophomore. So the iPhone itself isn't that old, but that's primarily where people get their news from today, or their ads, or any type of marketing is usually primarily from your phone, or online, as opposed to physical spaces. So I try to help people with like to navigate through that, to show them that it's not that intimidating, that they're absolutely able
Absolutely.
to do it. And if they can't, they can come to me and I can take it over for them.
Absolutely, because you do that too. And then
Yes,
that's the
yes.
thing. So you mentioned frustration, but what are
Yeah.
some of the benefits of having a social media presence if
Yeah,
you're a business owner?
the easiest one that's available and very free and accessible is like a one just the ability to have a public page where people can suggest you and tag your professional page and not your personal profile, but your business page, so that people know, oh yeah, I need a plumber, let me go ahead and tag this person who, like, Jordan's Plumbering and Co. Let me go and tag them because I trust them, and here's their business contact. It's just a very quick and fast way to get such a bigger audience outside of like your friends and family that love you and know you. So it's just it especially is great for people like me who sometimes have social anxiety. I know that's hard for you to believe, Linda. I knew it was coming. I knew the laugh was coming before I got it out. Before I got it out, I knew the laugh was coming. But it's just a quick and easy way to get free marketing, share what you do, your services, who you are, and how to build a relationship with people. Commercials is that's all ads are. That's all professional profiles are. This is having a page for your business or your skill set that you do is the new commercials. It's the new radio ad. It's just also it's the free commercial, because all you have to do is set up a free page on half of these, almost all of them. You just set up the free page and let your word and your work do the rest.
Absolutely. And so let's talk about the tagging 99 of your friends as a marketing tool.
Oh goodness. So with tagging 99 of your friends, just it looks like you don't know who your audience is. That's all. Every time I see it, I'm just like, guys, do you know these people individually, or did you just click select all? Because that's what I think anytime I see it. But not only that, now with the spam, which has always been there, I don't know if I trust that source. Like, are you a real account? Because no one tags 99 people. I can't name 99 people off the top of my head. I'm not sure if I trust it. And so you want to do something, just a public page, super easy, put your logo, your times available, a brief description of who you are, so you can just tag it and then people can share it for you. The 99 people hopefully will share it for you.
But the algorithm only allows 25 of them to even see it. And
That's
so
when, yeah,
this is a pay per play, right?
right, right.
If you
And
could tag 99 of your people and it shows on 99 people's plan, there would be no reason for you to pay for ads. Period.
exactly. And so they limit it. And so it also doesn't make that what's makes it look like spam sometimes, because you're like, you're not even supposed to be able to add that many people in this post. What have you done? Is this a glitch? I don't know. And see, they're thinking about all of this and they're like, what am I even here for? You want to keep them on you. You want to, and honestly, a $25 a month budget, worth it. Worth it,
Exactly.
depending on what, because you can do so much with $5, $10. Because that's another thing about my businesses and my services. I created Let's Talk Consulting so people could meet me one on one. They could, people who had smaller budgets. I'm not calling you broke or anything like that, but I do know that a mom and pop commissary spot that's been there for 15 years off of Tunnel Boulevard, they don't have $10,000 for a marketing plan or ad. And if all I can do is tell them, hey, make a page so you can tell people when your hours are, what
Yeah.
your address is,
I
when you
love
have
them.
new clothes coming in. And my barber used to be Sweat right up there, up on the top.
Okay.
And so I always passed by them and I was like, I really want, like, they go, yeah, we've been here since like the 90s, early 2000s. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is incredible, because the statistics on new businesses starting up and success rate, like how long do they last? And like to be here at this spot for so long is
Exactly.
incredible, quite honestly. It
Absolutely.
takes a
And
lot
they're
of
good
work.
people. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are good people. I mean, she makes you feel right at home when you
right at
go there.
home.
I love it there. I love it there. I don't get to visit as often as I would like to, but I always share her post every time I see she's going live because I'm like, go ahead, then Granny.
Yep, and that's what it is, and that's what I love to do. I was like, hey, I think y'all should actually just show that not only are you new, but not only are you here, but you're still getting new stuff. You're still
Yeah,
getting things are happening here. It's not just a come in dead end shop. It's an actual live shop with stuff that you can purchase, stuff that's for sale, stuff that's not for sale, stuff that's actually here and it's run by good people. And so I help people get seen by good people. So
I love that. I love that. And so when you talk about a marketing plan, because most businesses the starters, right? If they, most of them have not been through a class. I'm in
right.
week 2 of an 8-week class right now. And a lot of people don't really understand marketing. They were like, they'll go watch a YouTube. So I've had a client to go watch a YouTube video and say, hey, people want me to pay for marketing. I saw it on YouTube. I'm ready to go. And I'm going to
There's a
show
lot of
y'all.
back work.
Yeah, I'm a marketing agent now, so I'll start showing you all what I learned. You know,
Yeah, it's so interesting because a majority of my clients they still work on the passing word like a friend that like oh um having a friend like say hey I recommend this person. It's still word to mouth, so you have to build up you have to put your money where your mouth is. So you have to
yeah,
show them that you're worth investing in, that you like this is a real person that does a real job. And it's like also don't pay for followers. Your stuff will get shut down
I
eventually,
know that.
and
Oh,
that all that work will be for nothing, and you'll be sad and you'll give up.
oh,
But
yeah,
it's just oh thank you Bobby. But it's just organic is fine. If you want to pay to put like if you want to like build a budget and just don't be scared and think that if you don't have a lot of followers or a lot of whatever after you do a single post or two, just you got to work on it. You got to figure out what works for you. And it's also the fact that not everybody needs to be on every single website. If that's not for your business, banks don't need to have an Instagram. Instagram is for looking at food and friends and memories. I don't have memories of my bank. I just have transactions. You don't
yeah.
need that.
Exactly, exactly. But and that's the thing, is understanding what marketing is, right? Because I come in and I tell them, sales, like I think it was a first Facebook CEO, somebody had said, sales get you paid, marketing gets you known. And so teaching them how marketing is just to get you known. It has
Yeah.
one job.
Yep. Oop, I froze up a bit. There we go. I'm back, I
Let
think.
me tell you about me. And so when you and
Yeah.
I, our internet just went wonky. We don't
Yep.
have enough friends and family to support our businesses long term. So it behooves us to try to reach as many strangers as possible,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, and that's why it's so important to have the page instead of just your profile because I got friend requests from like people who try to do like a little side hustle. And I go, I don't want a friend request. I want a page invite because I
Yeah,
don't know how to I don't know the level of privacy for your business. Like some people don't want to have 18 million people looking at their stage one business. That's
right.
overwhelming and it's unexpected and it's probably spam. But when it comes to like having like a brand be trusted, like having Instagram do teaser photos of like, oh, here's this business coming up, and then having people write testimonies on Facebook because the first thing somebody does when it's great, I want to know where they're at. I want to know who they are, what do they like, what's their what's their history. I
Yeah,
want to know what's on your page. I don't want to know you personally. I want to know your business. What do you
absolutely.
have? Is it great? Like let me trust that you're ready to be professional and not just a friend.
Absolutely. The know, like, and trust. And
Yeah,
that's everybody. That's why people buy. I tell my students that all the time, that people buy from who they know, like, and trust, but they need to know what are you offering. A lot of times people say, well, I
yes.
didn't even know she sold that. Or I didn't know
Hmm.
he did that. And it's
Yeah,
because they're moving in silence in their businesses, but then they
yeah.
have a whole social media page.
And I don't want to know the personality to the T. I want to know who you are as a person, but then I want to know who your business is as a business.
Yeah.
Um, and it's great because I love when people do like behind the scenes shots of just
Yeah.
like photo, be like, hey, here's where we started, here's where we're at, and here's where we want to go. So like I get invested in the story of this business, and I get
Yes.
invested in the attention to the details and like how they're working behind. I get invested in the story of their business. And that's exactly what social media should be for. I always tell people also, don't spend more time marketing, spend more time on your business so you have more to market. Like you don't want to market so you get more business. You want to you want to build your business so you get more marketing. Like that's what it is. Because that's what I do. I tell people all the time, I take them through the process. Sometimes I'm like, hey, I haven't been here in a while, but that's okay. Because that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And even if they have a brick and mortar, like I
Mm-hmm.
always say that the COVID, the COVID era, the COVID experience taught us that you need more than one to be more than a one hat, one trick
Yeah.
pony, right?
Yes, yes. Because I absolutely so taught classes with the Chattery before COVID, and then I just did virtual classes. They set it up so people could do virtual classes safely in their own homes when we were still in lockdown. And I did maybe 3 or 4 classes a year, like every month. I think like every 2 or 3 months, I think I had a class with the Chattery during 2020 or 2021 when everything was still not in lockdown, but we were still isolated and still working on trying to figure out what to do.
Right.
But yeah, and it was a great it was a great foresight to be like, hey, we need to have a virtual, we had to have a plan if this happened, and it worked flawlessly. Like it truly transitioned to in person to online, and maybe in person if the social distance and safety will allow. And that's just like a very smart thing because I am doing for the for next year I will be doing online like packages and stuff like that. I will be giving people like, hey, here are options, and like if here's the new things I'm doing. If you're like, say, because I've worked with politicians or people, political candidates. I've worked with people who are just trying to do something in the community. They have like an event. I've also worked with nationwide things. I always want to have like a strict like script that I follow, and so I'm selling that. Like that's another thing. Is like you don't have to get the one-on-one, say you cannot get the schedule, you can't come to me, but it's like I also meet virtually because I've had clients in Texas, I've had clients in New York, and that's like this is my home office, so this is my desk, and I happily have the meetings here. And I'm like, oh, this worked very well during COVID, why can't I transition this to another part of me? Why can't I
Absolutely.
also like break that into other things in the future as well? So it's just adapting your business on social media. Like what, how are you going to be seen online? How can you shift digitally in the spaces where it makes sense? Like
Absolutely. And it opens you up to a wider audience, and
yeah,
it makes you more specialized in what you do. Because if people are buying it locally, chances are there are other people in other places that would buy it as
yeah.
well.
Because I'm thinking of Coco Asante here
Mm,
in town, and how
yeah,
Ella just truly mastered
she
TikTok,
does.
and
Yes.
she was just being herself in her
Yes.
business. That's very family oriented. Like the whole thing is about her home, her her land, and then she brought that in the education and learning about it as well. But then having her be silly and fun with her daughter as like an employee that works there and eats all the chocolates, and then just making a silly one asking Keith Lee to react to her chocolates, and then being like, bam.
Boom. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just being it's honestly in how you show up. It's CPR rap, it's divine
Yeah. I
purity,
was thinking
it's
Felicia too. Yeah.
yeah, and they are out here doing the work, but also being authentically themselves, and also making the platforms work for them. Like CPR rep is so fun. It's so great. She does incredible work, like life-saving devices. She's been on Amazon Prime, she's been everywhere. And here we are. Divine Purity has been to places where Stedman is. And that's like the incredible reach of like these hardworking people who you know and you recognize and you see them doing these things. It's not because of social media, but it's a great way for
Yeah.
people to see them and get connected with them, and also become customers, right? So
Absolutely.
that's like
Absolutely.
that's where it all comes from.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. I think the social media part is important because most times, if you run into a celebrity or you run into somebody that has reach, they're going to Google you
Yes.
and you want to
Yeah.
give them something to look for.
Exactly. You want to give them presents. You want to give them something that you would be proud to see. Like you would be like, you know, not the one time. trending thing. You don't have to do every trending thing that's happening. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's okay. Build your persona, build your business online, and make it a great place to be for somebody to come back. Like, make it interesting, make it yourself, make it authentic, and also just make sure you plan for it. I do it every quarter. I try to. If I don't do it every quarter, I do it every 6 months. I make a plan, see what happened to the plan previously, and if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. And I just adjust, or I keep it moving. So I can go a whole year without trying a different strategy and just seeing how it worked to see how I want to do things in the future. So,
and that's the thing. That is a good point, because a lot of times people will throw it out there and they think, oh, it's supposed to go viral today.
right.
And that's just not how marketing works.
That's just not how it works, because especially it's all in, like, it's true, as much as you want to say, oh, the government's listening, it's like your phone's behavior and how you engage with it is also choosing your algorithm for you. So you could have like your favorite people that you see on TikTok or Instagram, they'll be there, but then you also will be the people that were your favorite people on TikTok 6 months ago. They're way in the back. You're not seeing them as often. So it's all in how you engage with these things. So just make yourself engaging, be consistent. If you can't post 7 times a week, 5 times a week, don't post 5 times a week, because you don't want to have all the steam and do 5 days a week for 3 months and then never post again month 4 to month 12. You don't want to do that, because then you'll shame yourself. You'll never get out there and you'll be frustrated, angry, annoyed. Just sit with it, stick with it, and just try it out. Change it up if you want to.
And so you hear about people getting shadow banned, right?
Yeah. Sometimes people are shadow banned, and sometimes it's them just not saying the right thing, having to, because I like, and especially if it's a topic no one cares about, it's not going to be in the algorithm on the day when all the things are happening. Like the guy that just won the mayor seat in New York, you couldn't see anybody not celebrating on my feed. At least it didn't matter what platform I went on, everyone was talking about it because it was a big deal. And that's just what it is. But half of those people that were doing these skits, they're going to have a decrease right after, just because, not because they're not good, but that's just because the algorithm works. Like if no one's focusing all on the exact same thing, it's not going to be seen.
Exactly. And so that's the thing, is be of interest.
Yeah. And like be relevant. It's okay if your things are not relevant. Like no one's looking for swimsuits right now to go. Like no one's doing that right now. So if you sell swimsuits, you know exactly, based on your marketing pass and your sales pass, that this is kind of not the time when you have big purchases, and that's okay. You just have to adjust your budget and adjust your marketing and adjust your planning, so that way you know exactly why your numbers are off the next year or the next month. So there you go.
I love it. So someone watching this, what one takeaway would you like them to, other than reaching out to you, what one takeaway would you like them to take away from this conversation?
Just to try, don't be that intimidated by marketing online. Don't be intimidated by figuring out, because it doesn't matter, Linda, how many people go viral or don't go viral, or how many times they've tried it, they're still intimidated. It doesn't matter if it's their first time, their 25th time. They have to make, especially if they're the ones that's doing the design work themselves, just try it out. Just keep trying and keep tweaking at it. There's so many things that you can do. And like I said, just setting up the pages for free is the incredible first step you can take. Like that one's free and it takes no time. And then just sit with yourself beginning of December for next year, beginning of June for the next, break it up. Just do your best and you can do it. But also email me if you do not have the time and capacity and you need someone for social media management, branding development, whether you're new or a small business, especially a local business. Especially if you're a Black owned, woman owned, or queer owned, LGBTQ owned, I absolutely would love to work with you.
I love that. And so make sure that you click on the link wherever you're listening to this, wherever you're watching it, and connect with Jordan and have a conversation and see how she can help you. I've seen her work. I've seen her rebrand the whole thing. Like, so I know she's very proficient at what's going on. I know that people are satisfied with what the results they had. So if you are stuck in trying to figure out marketing, you don't have to be. Jordan can help you. And that's what I'm going to close
Absolutely.
with. You can definitely help me.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to close
Thank
with.
you.
My name is
Perfect.
Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. I just plugged you into Jordan Strug and Let's Talk Consulting. Go ahead and reach out so that you can get your marketing game on the field. Let's get it done. Let's get it ready. Yeah. So have a great week, everyone. And we'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Business Plugs Mixer. Have a great week, everyone.
Woo!